Practical Arithmetic Exam Practice Question 10. In 2001, an earthquake with a magnitude of 9.0 struck Japan. As a result of the earthquake, approximately 24 railways and 58 bridges in their area were damaged or destroyed. A. Represent as a ratio in simplest form the number of damaged railways compared to bridges. So the first thing I would like us to think about is we are doing as a ratio. So we are doing railways compared to bridges. Now, the first thing I'm thinking about here is I am thinking about what is the number of railways, which is 24. What is the number of bridges? 58. Now, we could look at the common factor, the highest common factor, but sometimes it's easier to also look at what is the simplest that you see. And in this case here, I see the simplest is dividing both sides by 2. So half of 24 is 12, and half of 58 is 29. So that shows me that we've got a ratio of 12 to 29. Now, Part B states officials employed 246 people to survey the damaged infrastructure and report on proposed repairs or solutions. How many staff were allocated to assess the railway infrastructure? So the first thing I want us to think about is first, this is like us having money and we're spreading it out between the ratio. Same thing, but it's just with employees. So to start off, I know we've got 246 employees. I know my ratio is 12 to 29. The first thing I need to be thinking about is how many parts do I have? So I need to go 12 plus 29 is equal to 41 parts. So now I know I've got 41 parts, I need to find out how many staff were given per part, which means I'm going 246 and I'm dividing it by the 41 parts. This equals 6. So I know that per damaged railway and bridge, there were 6 people given to each one. That helps me out because then all I need to go is times 12 by 6. 12 times 6 is 72. And times 29 by 6. And I get 174. Now let's go back to the question. It says how many staff were allocated to access the railway infrastructure. Because it's only talking about railway, I know that it is 72 staff who had access to the railway infrastructure. In the same year, a magnitude 4 earthquake occurred. Determine the difference in magnitude between the Japan and Ohio earthquakes. Well, the difference is literally 9. Take away 4 is 5. Now, we do know magnitude is looking at the log scale. So because it is the log scale, it's actually, we need to look at it as 10 to the power of 5. And 10 to the power of 5 is equal to 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. So we've got 5 zeros there for 10 to the power of 5, which means it is 100,000.